Hey everyone, Lola here, and today I am going to do a walkthrough of the Kipper Oracle card. That was actually a brief description of each card in the deck, and this was a viewer's request. Before I do so, I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the already existent subscribers. Thank you for your patience, your time, your understanding. I took some time off to deal with a lot of things. I'm going through a lot right now, and I took a few days to just center myself, hear myself, and being very sensitive to energies going on. I've been, yes, really impacted between the last full moon and the Lion's Gate and everything else that's going on in the world. And also while I was gone, I also had two losses, one 2 weeks ago and another one today. So I actually had planned to have a stronger comeback, but I woke up this morning to the news of a friend who passed away yesterday. So I do my best to make this video as best as possible and as enjoyable for you as possible. And the viewer who requested this video, also I want to thank everybody for your patience, because while I was gone, you gave me space to deal with everything that I have to deal with. So thank you very much. And I've received message. I took my time to respond to all of you, but at the end I responded to all of you. Thank you so much for caring and just being there. I'm so sorry about that, because I really didn't think I will break down as I will make the video, because it's just coming out, and I'm really sorry about that. So as you can tell, I'm still under it all. So this week I won't be making any yes, there will be videos coming out, but none of them will be readings, because I can't even focus and do any type of readings. I can't even understand my guides, because the way I read is not just what is in the cards per se. Everybody can read tarot, Lenormand, Kipper, as long as they learn the system. But to me, it goes beyond that. And yes, I do have the cards in front of me, but at the same time, I listen to my guides. I actually listen to them more than I listen to or pay attention to the cards. And because I've said it a few times in live streams, they don't speak human language. And so at the same time that I look at the cards or pay attention to them, I do the translation from their language to human language. And another thing that I have is being a polyglot. That's another struggle, because words come in different languages. So, but anyways, reading in this situation, in this condition, has been really, really tough. So this week I won't be publishing any reading videos. However, there will be videos such as this one that I am about to do. Yes, I had a few requests on previous videos that were not readings whatsoever, so I will address them in separate videos. Today it will be a brief description of the cards in the Kipper system. And by the way, I did a review of this deck when I received it a few months ago, and I did an unboxing and a review or walkthrough, and as well as the companion book, because I got both. They don't come together, but I did get both. And there's not enough information in English about the Kipper system. I mean, there's a lot in German. It is a German system, but in English we don't. So I would really advise you, if you are interested in Kipper, to get this book. If you get the cards, get the companion book as well. I think I saw another one. So far, I've seen only 2 books on the Kipper system. There might be 3, but I can say for sure of 2. And I don't know about the other one. I've never opened it, so I can't recommend it. But what I can say is, feel free to get the other one as well. You might like it. I never came across it, unfortunately, but it does have very good reviews on Amazon. But this one right here is the one I got, and with the card, they're both from the same author, who is Alexandre Musruck. And yes, I read his name in French, but yeah, so I will do that. And also, another thing that I want to say is I might break down this video in 2, because like the Lenormand, if you're familiar with Lenormand, we have 36 cards. And what I'm not going to be doing in the video is how to interpret each card with other cards, like for instance, double the meaning of both, and position of the cards, if they are on the right or left or top or bottom. I won't be doing that. I mean, I will tell you briefly what each card means, and so yeah, we go from there. So let's dive in. So we start the Kipper with the main male. I put all those cards, I put them back in order so that it'd be easier. So the main male is the Kiran. If the Kiran is a man, that will be him. That will be him represented with this card here. And the main male can also be your partner or your husband. So any significant male in your life, this will be him. He will be represented with the main male card. The main female, it goes the same for the main female. They are the main characters in the deck. So if the current is a female and the reading is about her, this will be her. Or not necessarily the reading about her, but if she comes for a reading, she'll be represented by this, or whoever the reading is for. That's usually the Kiran. Or it could be if you have a man who is married to a woman and the man is asking a reading and this card pops up, this will be the man's partner or wife. And as the previous card, it could be any significant woman in the life of the Kiran. Then we have marriage. Marriage here is all kind of relationships and commitment. So whether we're talking about romance or business, it will be represented with marriage. Then the next card is the meeting. Let me bring this closer. So the meeting card is your social life and social connection. This is all type of gathering, getting together, or it could also be new encounters. If you meet new people, this will be represented by the meeting cards, as well as new friendships. The good Lord, the good Lord is usually another man. He's usually ready to help the Kiran as well. And it can be your father, your grandfather, or your father-in-law. Because of that, this is also the card of maturity. So if in a reading you are talking about a situation and not necessarily a person, and this card shows up, that will portray or talk about the maturity of the Kiran, or the people that are involved in that reading. So anything that needs time to flourish as well will be represented with the good Lord. And last but not least, this card can also be the partner in gay couple. So if you have a gay couple in front of you, they both male, one will be represented with the man male, and the other one will be represented with the good Lord. The good lady. The good lady is like the good Lord for female. So this will be another woman, and she's always ready to help the Kiran. It could be your mother, your grandmother, your mother-in-law. And this can also be the partner in a gay couple, the females. So one will be represented with the man female, and the other one will be the good lady. And by the way, I forgot to mention it, but in Kipper, one thing that we see in Kipper is that the cards are pretty explicit. What I mean by that is that usually what the card says, that's sometimes literal. We continue with a pleasant letter. Here, the pleasant letter is all kind of communications and documents. So it can be text messages, report, phone calls, letters, announcement, you name it. This will be represented by the pleasant letter. Next, we have the false person. And the false person, as it is yes, falseness, false person, literally. That's what I mentioned. I was saying the cards in the Kipper, they are in general pretty straightforward. So here we have all type of dangers. Someone fake, like in your face they are really nice, but behind your back they are the devil. They will be represented by the false person. And this is really the card of lies, imposters, trouble, confusion. Next we have a change, and that is all kind of change, and it is a movement card. As you see, we have a movement here. The horses, they are in motion, and the lady, and you can actually tell it's fast actually. So the change card, it's any type of change. It can be relocation, it can be moving, change of events. The cards around now, if it comes up in a reading, you need to look at the cards that come around it, because they are the ones that are going to tell you where the change is occurring based on the question that was asked. Next, we have a journey. A journey is another movement card, and it's the cards of travels, means of locomotions, like your car, the plane, a boat. It's also the cards of adventures or even internal journeys. And so yes, if you have to dig inside within yourself for answers and all, the journey card will usually pop up. And if your question is about it, that's the one that you need to look for. I mean, including in a grand tableau when you make a grand tableau with the cards. And by grand tableau, if you're not familiar with it, that is the spread where you use all the cards. Lots of money. This is the cards of financial situation for the Kiran. So if someone comes in front of you, comes to you and asks you about the financial situation, depending on how you do the reading, you can either place this down and place cards around, or just let them flow and see what happened. But when this card, usually the lot of money, it is a financial situation of the current, and the cards around will tell you whether you are dealing with a gain or a loss. But it's also your income, it can be your income, your inheritance, or any type of inheritance, or even lottery prize. A rich girl, this is a young female in the current life, and she can be a daughter, a sister, but also an artist. And the card represent, as you see how it's represented here, this is a card of grace, young, carefree female, and very spontaneous. The rich man, same as the rich girl, but for male, it can be your brother, and it can also be an artist. And this man, he's carefree but successful, and he's usually very handsome and well groomed. Sad news. This is another explicit card. Sad news is just that, sad news. It's all kind of sad news, and from any source, be it phone calls, text messages, the news, the newspaper, a correspondence, and so on. The cards around in the spread will tell you the source of the sad news and how long the effects will be. Success in love. Success in love is all kind of commitment and relationships, like the marriage cards, but there is success in love is more colored with emotions. At least that's how I see it. There's similar, but this one will be, yes, it involves the emotions. Emotions and feelings. So this can be friendships, partnerships, be romantic partnerships or business partnerships, but yes, feelings here are involved. The card speaks of love, success, and loyalty. His thought card is literally everything that you think about, what preoccupies your mind, your plans, your dreams, what you are thinking about. Yes, if you are soul searching, this will be the card as well. A gift. A gift is a visitor or a literal or figurative present in any sort. And again, here, the cards around this gift card are going to shed more light on the nature of the gift or the visitor. Small child. The small child card has to do with new beginnings, or literally a small child. And this card also speaks of pregnancy, birth, small, new, anything that is just starting. So I'm going to cut the video right here and make a second one for part 2 so that it's not too long. Thanks so much for tuning in, and see you soon.